Good evening, one and all. Thank you so much for your patience. Since it's time, I think we may get started. Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. With this quote and a hope that everyone are staying safe and healthy during these unusual times, I would like to welcome each and everyone for the event Move On, a session on mental health. Due to unavoidable circumstances, our president couldn't make it today. So, as a vice president, I'm calling the event. The event Move On, a session on youth mental health, is hereby called to order. Prayer should be the key of the day and lock of the night. With this saying, I request everyone to rise up for the Rotaract prayer. O God, our Almighty Father and ruler of the universe, we thank thee for the inspiration you have given us for the Rotaract movement based upon service to mankind. We humbly beg you to continue thy grace to enable us to do our service to ourselves and to our neighbors, and to the honor and glory of thy holy name. Now, I would like to take a moment to introduce the speaker for today's session. To begin with, we have Rotaractor Muhammed Arshad from Rotaract Club of Rising Stars. He's a graduate of BTech from Jyoti Engineering College, Thrissur. He's a system engineer at Infosys, Mysore, public speaker, volunteer, and also served as the University Union Counselor in university level. Now, he's designated as district trainer in the RAD 301 and serving as a vice president at the Rotaract Club of Rising Stars. He's also a sports champ who's very much interested in football. We are very much happy to have you, Rotaractor Arshad. We are very much excited to hear your words. Over to the speaker.
Hi, hello, vanakkam. எப்படி இருக்கு எல்லாரும்? Okay, that's the end of my Tamil session. So now I'm going to take everything in English. I know it's a bit hard. So in order to get a momentum with you people, I need Tamil actually. But the thing is that my Tamil is bad. So to begin with, I would like to thank Praveena for giving me a warm introduction about me, as you have mentioned everything. So okay, then I just want to know, like, everyone, like, all our students, is there any employed people are here? Can you please ping in the chat box? Hello, hello everyone. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. So, like, who are the people? Like, how are the student? How the number of students who are there? Like, can I know the number, please? Just mention in the chat box that you are a student or employed. Okay, fine. Yes, Swati Majestic, she is a student. Setupati, employed. Okay, fine. Yeah, why I'm asking this, because this particular period, like Friday evening, it's like heaven for employed people. And for students, they might be having many kinds of stresses like semester exams, internal exams, and everything is around revolves around you. So I know Friday night, Friday evening, some employed people, it's a very heavenful period, because having a lot of stresses from the bosses, yelling and all those things. Friday evening is a party time for them. So can I just get some emojis from you people? Let me see whether I want to assume that I'm not talking to robots at least. So that's why. Can I just get some emojis from you people? See, we have very beautiful chat box provided by Zoom, okay? So you can just make use of that. All right, any emojis, just put up the emojis, everyone. See, I'm waiting here. Yeah, the more you interact, the more faster we take this session. See, I know it's Friday evening, but the thing is that I have prepared this session in a very lighter moment. So as lighter as it, we have to make it very interactive. So it's very fun. Okay. So some more emojis, please. I can see Setupati, Shweta, Swati, Manikandan, Soumya. Well, okay, please avoid direct messages. Okay. I get a lot of direct messages. Please put it in public. No problem. It's your friends. Okay. No, nothing. Okay, I see. Emojis is the symbols for me. I should know how my session is going on, so that I can for you. Okay. Okay, so how about let's begin the session? Yes or no? Just ping in the chat box. Everyone, let's begin. Okay, so yes, I got a lot of yes. Okay, please avoid the direct messages. Just speak in public. Okay, fine. Okay, so move on to the next slide. Let's see what's the introduction. Okay, okay. This is just I know that mental health is a very common topic relevant these days among youth, but I want to know what is your perspective about this particular topic, like healthy. What do you need to stay healthy? You can see some picture out there. What is that? Just ping in the chat box. I'm a Malayali. I'm so unaware about the Tamil films, but still I watch Tamil films and I just took everything from there. So what is it you can see in front of your picture? Just ping in the chat box. Yes, physical training. Yeah, practice. Yes. Well, you what see, what are the things to stay healthy? See, healthy in the sense, there is a see, I have to tell you one important aspect from here. Energy in body, which is derived from a body, it's have two phases and it's equal in ratio. Okay, whether it be physical and be mental, we are considering it's an equal ratio. Okay, have we understood? I guess so. Let's move on to the next topic. Next slide. Let's see what's going on. Okay, this is just an introduction of what is mental health. See, as it says, it's a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stress of life with work productively and fruitfully, and is able to contribute to his or her community. So, can you just tell me what is the emblem which I have kept here in the right side? Does anybody know what is that emblem? Nobody knows it? UNO? Oh, just near to it, but not UNO. Like somewhat near. Not UNO actually. WHO. Yes, yes. Yes, it's the WHO, the World Health Organization. And this particular definition is being derived by WHO. And why I am telling this, because mental health is not a one-dimensional thing. It has a wide spectrum. And if I start saying about mental health, you will run away from here, because it includes lots and lots of like physiology, biology, and psychology and chemistry, and every aspects are there to be covered in mental health. So I'm not going to take so much scientific detailings regarding this particular topic. I know it will be very boring, so that's why I'm making very funnier and very lighter. Okay, because I am taking some certain examples in our day-to-day life to cope up with this kind of topics and this kind of circumstances in our life. All right, so let's move on to the next slide, please. Okay, these are some reflections of mental health you can see in movies. Can you just describe what are these movies and everything in the chat box? Guys, respond. Hello, are you there? What are the problems they are facing? Yeah, okay, just describe the movies first. We can go on to those in later stage. What are these movies? Which are these movies? Don't you know which are these movies actually? I'm asking the name of the movie, like all the four of them. Okay, so many direct messages. Yes, yes. All right, all right. Kabir Singh. I know Kabir Singh, Sergeant Reddy. Okay, Praveen. Okay, yes. Varnamayiram, yes. Can you see the second picture? What is it movie? Which movie is it? Have you watched this Malayalam movie? I hope this Malayalam movie is very famous in Tamil. Ah, Lucky Nights, yes. Most of the Tamil people have watched this film, I guess that. So that's why I kept here. And what can be the reasons? You have already told the reasons like depression, illusions, some basic reason. What from in this movie and the context of this movie, what can you understand the basic reason of their depression? What can you basic reason? Okay, love failure. Yes. See, the three of them we can say, yeah, somewhat love failure, but yes, mental health. Okay, yeah, it affects mental health, but what can be the reason? I'm asking the root cause. Soumya told, yeah, they are heartbroken, love failure. And in Kumplangi Nights, it's not heartbroken or love failure. It's something, yeah, in Kumplangi Nights, that particular scene, Saubin has asked his brother, Saubin Shahir is the name of the actor, and he has asked his brother that I can't control my emotions. I think I have to see somebody else in order to get things go right. Because it's not about love failure, it's about his friend, he has died because of him. So he couldn't resist himself being sad or depressed. So what is that is he is crying in front of a doctor, a therapist. So that's what that scene says. So that's why, yeah, yes. So it's the loss of the close ones. So you know, what I would suggest that we have to be like Saubin Shahir in this manner, because if we have any kind of stress or emotion or anything breakdown goes in our mind, we have to share it with somebody else. Not like nobody, if there is nobody is there, just you go yourself to the doctor at least, like what Saubin Shahir. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next slide, please. I'm taking the relevance from the movies. I thought that you all be the movie buff people. That's why I took. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, these are the some causes. There are a lot of causes. If I go through everything, it will be very risky. So I just need to be very lighter. At the beginning, I told you I have to keep it lighter one. So that's why causes of mental health problems in youth. And the first thing, emotional or stressful life events. So this thing you have already told, loss of close ones, love failure, and heartbroken. See, love failure is a very common cause, okay? See, basic cause of mental health problems is not a love failure. Somebody else, some things can happen. Not only love failure, it's love failure is one of the reasons to happen, okay? Okay, then emotional or stressful life events is one such reason, and hormonal imbalance, it's happened genetically, or when you after you are born or something, it happened in your body. Okay, fine. And the chemical imbalance in the sense in biology, I think you know which is the smallest living thing in the body, very minute living thing in the body. Anybody? Is there anybody from biology stream? Very smallest living thing in our body. Yes. Okay, Setupati. Yes, you're right. Cell is the very smallest living thing. And for our control and coordination, the nervous system, everything, they controls one special type of cell, and that is called neurons. And in these neurons, in order to transmit the things from our brain to our body, they passes through a chemical coordination happens. That can be serotonin or yeah, it's another issue. So some chemical imbalance may happen when the receptors or the things that signals that get late to reach into the brain, and thus the chemical imbalance can happen. So that's why I have given this. It's a very relevant example. So then the consumption of drugs, another relevant example. Drugs can be of anything. Some, can you just give me some examples of drugs, different types of drugs that you come across in your newspapers and think? What are the consumption of drugs? What I used here? What can be? Okay, fine. Then anything else? Nobody knows, I guess. Okay, so everybody saying it's music. See, music, it relaxes our mental stresses. Okay, it's not a consumption of drugs or something. And these drugs can also create a chemical imbalance there also. All right. Okay, fine. So let's move on to the next slide, please. Okay, so these are the various types of mental health problems that being seen in youth. That's why I have taken the very common examples out here. All right. So can I see some emojis out here? I guess everybody is went away. I just need everybody back. Come back. I need some emojis, please. Hello, I'm here. All right, all right. Okay. Well, so coming back to the topic, we can see different types of mental health problems. Like, okay, let's discuss about the first one, bipolar disorder. Okay, stop the emojis. Bipolar disorder. See, in simple words, I will tell you what is bipolar disorder. You will see some mood swings in people, right? Mood swings. Suddenly, they will change their mood. They will get angered. They will get sad. They will get happy. Some kind of mood swings they might happen, and that's a similar example for bipolar disorder. And next is the anxiety attacks. Anxiety attacks means that they always run away from the reality. You know what is the difference between when you are sitting idly and I'm sitting in front of the laptop and I'm thinking of something else and I'm getting scared of something else. And that is what an anxiety attack is all about. All right, you are not in real world, you are in some other world and you are playing games out there and you fail there and you just getting sorrows and sadness inside you. Then that is called anxiety attacks, and it's like a short term is the long term is there, everything like pain attacks also happen in some people. So it's another dimension, I'm not going through all those things. And next is the depression. Depression, you can say heavy sadness or like that things happen in people. Like if something which is not expected has happened in our life, we will get some sort of sadness, and that thing persists in your life for a long period of time. It then eventually turn into depression, and that's what depression is all about. And then it comes to stress. Stress means, what is stress, people? Hello, what is stress? It's a very common term, that's why I'm asking. Okay. Yes, yes, that's it. Tension, the things that which is not in under your control, you will just think of it. And yeah, exhausting work, everything. Yeah, it's a big, I see it's a big domain. When you say about these, each one of them, it's a very big domain. For every people, unique problems will be happening. That's the fact in mental health problem. All right. So stress means that, as you told, tension and everything, exhausting work and all those stuff. And insomnia. Insomnia is also very common term. What it can be? Tell me. Anybody? Insomnia. Nobody knows what is insomnia? Sleep deprived. Yes, correct. Insomnia means that you are having lack of sleep. You will not sleep because the thing is that you will think of certain events in your life again and again while you are under sleep. You are not resting. Your brain is literally active because of this emotions is going around you. That's why. So that's about mental health problems. You can see the picture of Joker here. He is having some kind of problems. Have you watched that film Joker? It's award-winning film. He has also won the Best Actor award in Oscar for the character in leading role. Have you ever seen Joker? Yes. Okay. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, then let's move on to the next slide, please. Okay, this is some kind of things that you need to read out. After reading this, you have to tell, just type in the chat box, what does this depicts? What is it actually? First question, what does this depicts? After seeing this particular image, what can you understand from that? You can put in one word or sentences or paragraph, anything as you wish. If one word is enough. I know that most things are written there. So what can you understand from this picture? This is a newspaper cutting which has happened to be in 2019. This is before Corona, okay? After Corona, the scenario is different, right? So this is before Corona. So what can you understand from this? Key direct messages. All right. All right, I will tell you. See, this is okay. Chasing for perfection, slipping to depression, chasing for. It's a very nice observation, Aishwarya. So it is something which is related to suicide. Why does people suicide? What is the reason? That's the second question. So I will tell you one thing which is happening in our society, and the education system here currently in India, which is undergoing, is way too old, which is way older than MGR was born. So we are following those kind of customs, which is very old. Even the technology and Google is here. If we ask what is a cell, it will be easily answered through Google. But still, we use this technique of memorization among kids, and thus they will lose marks sometimes, and then they think that they are not useless in this world. And so, see, this kind of education should be given to them, that this is not perfect. Like education is very important thing, but still getting marks is not the final decision of your life. So that is the basic education that people are not getting, especially the kids are not getting. You can see whenever when you see the newspaper, when you see an articles, or when any kind of exams are being declared, like IIT, JEE, NEET, or even let it be 10th, 9th, 8th, or 7th, there will be a news of a student who has murdered himself or cut his life. Why? Because they have failed in the examination, and they seems very reckless of how they will face the society, how they will face their parents, because they all think that their hope has been destroyed when you lose in an examination. And that's what this all scenario happens. Okay, let's go on to the next slide, please. Okay, so this is a very particular topic that I want to speak with you. Why? Because there is a confusion regarding therapy and counseling. Counseling is a very short term, and it's very specific. You have a certain kind of problems, you will go for counseling. Okay, and it gives time and space to work on problems, and that's only about counseling. It's a very short term, it's very specific. And when it comes to therapy, it is focused on overall individual, and it's a very long term. All right, and gains different perspective on problems, and that's difference between therapy and counseling. And why I'm telling this, because people might go after therapy or counseling if they have any problems. So first thing, you have to analyze what is your problem, then only you have to go for this. And especially we have a social stigma existing here. When you have some fever or headache, you will go to doctor. It's a common thing. But if you have certain kind of any kind of mental health problems, when you go to therapist or counseling, and these people will say, that's the thing. This is happening. The people will consider them as a paitya, loose. And because of that particular reason, people will deprive themselves going to those centers like therapy or counseling, and they will sit alone and they will walk through this alone. So what happens, instead they can't get control of themselves, and then eventually bad omens will happen. So this is very important to notice. Next slide, please. Okay, I'm going to give you a small activity, nothing, but I just need to give one word, what you can understand from this image. From this particular image, what you can understand, just give me in one word. Hello, everybody here? Everybody gone? Okay. Clarity, mindset. Declutter. Okay, okay. Is there anyone else? One word. I just need one word or two words maximum. You can understand from this thing. Okay. Yes. All right, all right. From this particular image, you can analyze various amount of things regarding this particular topic itself, right? So I will tell you, like, brain is a very important organ, right? You have to nurture the brain, or else brain will act in some other way. That's a very important point that you have to notice. And I want to tell you a very important point that don't be a slave of your emotions. And that's what depicts in this picture. Never ever be a slave of your emotions. Just think of the very bad decisions that you have taken in your life. Just think. From that itself, you can understand that all the decisions that you have taken, the emotions are over your brain. You won't think. You are literally, the emotions were over it. Let it be your dreams or anything. You might be having a bigger dream, but you might not reach there. Some might reach there, but they have, So all the decisions you have taken, the emotions are staying apart from your brain. So that's why never be a slave of your emotions. That's what I'm making a point out of this. All right. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, this is a very important topic. Why? Because till now what I have told you is regarding the things which is related to mental health and its effects and everything. How we can improve? This is the soul of this topic I'm actually looking for. And in the first point itself, it says nature and environment. Nature and environment says that like everybody loves traveling. Hello, everybody here. Does anybody love travel? Or is there anybody who doesn't love travel or something? Okay, fine. Yes, yes. See, the first point tells you about travel. Somewhat travel, or if not possible, just step out of your house, see the nature there, and just realize how beautiful the world is. If not possible, only then you go for travel. Go for trip with friends or family or anything. This mental health will have a better impact on travel. Okay, so next is the good food. I told you at the beginning, brain is a very important thing, and you have to nurture it daily. For that, good food is a very essential thing. You know, the burger, the chicken. No, not chicken is a very good thing, but the processed chicken and French fries and all those stuff you would eat. I know once in a week it's okay. If you are physically active, once in a week you can eat, because it's considered as a cheat day if you are going to gym. Or else you have to cut short those kind of food, because it depresses you in one way, because it's accumulation of fat actually. So good food is a very essential thing. Next thing is it's related to your mobile phone. Okay, read, watch and listen to only constructive materials. What is this constructive materials all about? Anybody knows? Constructive materials. All right, I will tell. Constructive materials is that you want to listen things. Okay, relevant. Okay, fine. Relevant life skills. Anything else? Okay, constructive materials is like the things which you want to listen or you want to watch. That's it. If you take your phone in the morning and till evening, you will be in the 5.5-inch screen. Every time you scroll every bit of information, and let me tell you, you will go across most of the informations around the world in one particular day. And it says that science says that the average person who revolves a lot of information one day, the amount of information they are looking, like back in 1930s or 1900s, a person will look at, it will take around 1 month or 2 months. So that much accumulation of information you are gathering and accumulating. So because of that itself, your mental health will get disheartened, worse, and everything. So just constrain the use of mobile phones from your life, because it's very essential to keep it. All right. So next thing is positive affirmations. I want to know, have you watched Nanpan film, guys? In Nanpan film, there is a positive affirmation is used. Does anybody know what is it? A famous positive, yes, always. Okay, fine. Positive affirmation, I have given a best example. It's Nanpan. All is well. In that film itself, it says the importance of positive affirmations. Because what you visualize positive, and that eventually happens. That's it about positive affirmations, because you have to be positive. The power of positivity is a very big thing. When I start talking about that, I wouldn't end, because positivity is a very powerful thing. Okay. So we rely on positive affirmations, let it be all is well or anything which is convenient for you. You can take that, okay? And have good habits. Habits is a very essential thing for your future, because in Malayalam there is a proverb says "Chuttele Shiram Chudala Vare." It means that the habits which you have from your cradle, it will exist till your grave. That's what it says. So habits that you acquire in your lifetime, it's very essential. You have to be choosy and think wisely about the habits as well. And clean your mind. Clean your mind in the sense, you might have a lot of things in your mind. So in order to clean your mind, you can you can pray to God. If you are an atheist, you can meditate, and if you can practice yoga as well. And these are the steps which helps to clean your mind. All right. Next is good relationships. You can see the movies there. Which are the movies that you can see there? And these movies tell you what the relationships has happened, the impact on relationships in your life. So can you tell me which are the movies out there? Does anybody know? Don't know? All right. All right. Yes. That's a Malayalam movie, Nilagasham Pachakadal. It's a movie of Dulquer Salman as well as Sunny Way. Then what else? Okay, it's oh my Kadule. That's a Tamil film. Oh my Kadule. Yes, yes. That's the movie I've kept at the top. I thought you might have watched Oh my Kadule at least. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide, please. Okay, can you identify this personality first? Anybody here? At least his name is written there. Yes, full name. I need the full name. It's written there, but still people might not be knowing. I have foreseen this because many people don't know this personality, but I will tell some things about him. He is Abhilash Tommy. He is a Keralite. He is a naval officer. He has retired recently. He is a commander. And what he has done is that he is the only Indian to sail across the world, starting from Mumbai and ending to Mumbai, which took about 5.5 months. And he is the only Indian to do so. Before that, an Indian has done it's Dilip Dongle or something, and he has taken 4 pit stops in between. So this guy hasn't taken any pit stop, and 5.5 months he was alone in the sea. And he has reached the destination where he has started. So it's a very freaky adventure actually, but still only a very few number of people in the world has conquered it. Like there are a lot of people even who have conquered the Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, or even the space stations or the space travelers. But this particular adventure, he only told in the interview that it requires a lot of physical work, but it's way better easy. To be mentally tough, it's very hard. See, consider that you are having a acute number of food and the resources you have, and you will have only less amount of sleep, and you have to be mentally prepared, mentally tough, because you are alone. You can't speak with anybody else in the middle of the ocean. So he has conquered it, because see, middle of the ocean means that it can happen anything, storms or any shark attacks or anything. But still, this guy is the only Indian to do so till now. He has done in 2013. All right, then that's about Blush Tommy. And next slide, please. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so this is a very important thing that you must focus on. So who's that guy? You can identify the person who is there. Anybody? So it will be so nasty if you don't know that guy. Okay. Well, yes, it's Sundar Pichai. He is a Chennai guy, and now he is the CEO of Google, as you all know. And where he came and where he is sitting now is entirely different. So always try to believe in yourself. And there are certain aspects which don't define you and which define you. All right, there may be your physical appearance, your trauma, your weight, even your overweight or underweight. If your failures, your mistakes, your thoughts, everything, it won't define you as a person, but instead your perspective, your vision, how kind you are towards the fellow beings, your goals, habits, and how you make other people feel is the things that define you as a person. That's why I kept his image out here. All right, that's about this slide. And next slide, please. Okay, I all have came almost end of the session. All right, here I have written some things. Life is an imperfect world filled with perfect moments. Believe it or not, each and every one of us in the world is gonna stop breathing, turn cold, and die. Live the best in your life so that you will regret nothing. Life is a gift and we must celebrate it. So chill. All right, you can see which film is this. You can see in the slide, which is the film. Anybody knows? Yes, it's 96. Well, at the beginning of the film, he is just enjoying as if he has only this amount of life is existing. So like way you have to live your life, because this is the only life we have in this earth. So we have to be very practical, and we have to do things what makes us happy, and that's what it says. All right. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, then that's a very interactive. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your interactions, and hope we will join together in an offline meeting or something. Okay, then. Thank you.
Thank you, Arshad. That was a wonderful session. On behalf of the participants, I would like to thank the speaker for an insightful session and an excellent presentation. Now it's time for queries. Guys, you can ask him if you have any queries.
Okay, so thank you, everyone. You have been very interactive, at least in the chat box. That's a very good thing, because uh, anybody else? Okay. Thank you so much.
I take this as no queries, guys. Moving to the next part, I request Protractor Sedupati, Secretary, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Hi, now. Am I audible?
Yeah, Sedu, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you. I deem it a great privilege and honor to propose a vote of thanks in this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to Almighty God for making today's occasion as a resounding success. Next, I thank our trainer Rotaract Arshad for him a great session on youth mental health, and your presentation is so nice now. Next, I thank all the participants for attending the session in early weekend nights. Last but not least, I once again thank you all. Let's inspire beyond boundaries will make an impact. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. The event Move On, a session on youth mental health is hereby adjourned. Thank you, guys.